There's a specific tension that exists when you're confident in God, but you're still learning how to trust His pace. Because confidence doesn't mean you never struggle, it means you know exactly who called you, even when you feel pressure. And for many women with big callings, the real battle isn't about doubt about God, it's doubt about timing, execution, and whether you're doing enough. If this sounds familiar, if that sounds like you, I want you to know you're not alone. I also want to invite you into the Transformation for Christian Women Facebook community, where I am cultivating a space for women to heal, grow, and glow in Christ Jesus. And we work through all the things, including the striving, the emotional pain, emotional pressure, and learning how to rest in God. Being confident in your identity as a daughter of God. The link will be in the show notes below. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to I Justify You podcast. I'm Shakira, your hostess with the mostest, and today we're talking about something I still have to be mindful of myself. Breaking cycles of striving and self-doubt. Listen, I am confident in what God has called me to do. I'm very clear. I know I've heard Him clearly. And yet, sometimes the weight of the calling can make me want to push, force, or figure everything out at once. Because in my mind, I'm a problem solver. I'm an analyzer. I'm like, okay, what's the solution? Let's get to the outcome. And that's where striving sneaks in. Striving often looks spiritual on the outside, but internally is driven by fear. Fear of falling behind, fear of missing God, fear of not doing enough, fear of failure. And self-doubt usually follows right behind it, especially when analysis paralysis kicks in. But the good thing is, if you can recognize this and you're aware of this, then we can uproot it. Because here's the truth. Not every season requires productivity. Some seasons require silence. Some require building. Some require waiting. And wisdom is knowing the difference. You got to know what season God has you in. Because if you're in a quiet season where it's supposed to be silent and you don't hear any noise, it seems like it's just nothing happening. That can take you off your square. If you're in a season that requires building, but you're just sitting still and you're in silence, then you're not making the best use of that season and you're out of alignment. If you're in a season that requires waiting, but you're rushing and you're hurrying and you got anxiety, then you're out of alignment. And we got to have wisdom to know the different seasons that we're in. Because seasons change. And every season requires a different version of us. And it also requires you to know God's character in a way that maybe you didn't know it before. So every season, He's inviting us to get to know Him deeper, to build more intimacy. And the win that I want you to walk with today is this. Confidence grows when you trust God's pace, not just His plan. Because a lot of us, we can hear from God and we can hear the promises and the things that He's called us to do. But then we have these expectations in our mind and our heart on when it should happen. So we got to trust His pace. We got to trust His timing. When you stop forcing the future and start honoring the season you're in, that's when peace returns. I heard a wise person say that if you're feeling peace and pressure, that's kind of a neutral zone. you're in the right space. Because we want to lean more into the peace, because that's where our spirit is. The pressure is your flesh. So it's okay to feel both, feeling neutral, feeling one or the other, but we want to lean into the peace and allow that peace to return to us. So I want you to declare this today. Affirm yourself, girl. I release striving. I trust God's timing. I move with wisdom, not pressure. And then I want you to ask yourself this week as you reflect and journal, what season am I in right now? Is it a season of waiting, season of building, maybe a season of resting? Because we need rest just like God did. Or is it in a moving season? You have to identify your season. My season and your season may not look the same. Your season and your neighbor's season may not look the same. And that's okay. And then I want you to ask yourself, what would it look like to fully trust God in this season, meaning the season that you're in? It's time to release that pressure. It's time to walk confidently with God. Because clarity and confidence comes when striving ends. So this season, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. And you got to invite God into this season so that you can see it through. And again, if you're in whatever season you may be in, but you're looking for community to walk through that season, the Transformation for Christian Women Facebook community is the place for you. And I'd love to have you there. We're building this community up because I believe that we are better together. So the link will be in the show notes below. And as always, walk by faith and slay, plus pray each and every day because God, He will make a way. I love you guys and I will talk to you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I pray that it blessed you. And if it did, would you take 30 seconds to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and subscribe to I Am Shakira TV on YouTube for more transformative content? Please don't forget to share this message with someone who needs it. And as always, make sure you walk by faith and slay, plus pray each and every day because God, He will make a way. I'll see you for another episode on Wednesday. And also, big news. In January 2026, I'll be adding a segment to the show, Faith Slayer Fridays Live. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.